Okay, let's start talking a little bit more about strings. The next thing we want to talk about is strings and then string functions. So we have this phrase, Mr. Lagarde is goofy and his mother dresses him funny, which probably is true. But let's create a variable, and let's call the variable phrase equals, and then let's just take all of this cut it out of there and put it up here. So we're now saying the phrase variable equals that whole string. And so, like as you know before, if we can say print phrase, because it's now a declared variable, and if we run that, let's clear this first, if we run it, it should say Mr. Lagarde is goofy and his mother dressing him funny. Yeah, big deal. Okay, so now let's have a look at a couple of the things, the functions that we can do with this. So for example, we could put in after phrase, period, and then we could say lower. And then if we run that, and I missed a bracket. Let's try running it again. So you can see that it's taken, when I added those second set of brackets, you'll see that it's taken all of it and turned it into lowercase. So what if we type in upper? And it's really happy because it's throwing some extra stuff in there for us. Okay, and let's run that, and now everything is in uppercase. Big deal. So what if we ask it a question? So let's take everything that's in uppercase and let's ask it if it is in uppercase. So what we're saying is the phrase in uppercase. So it will return an answer that's going to be true or false. So obviously it's false because all of it is not upper. And we could say is lower. Whoops, spell lower correctly. And then let's run that. So these are called functions. These are all things that are built in. Obviously it's not. But what if we say, let's turn that phrase into upper, and then let's ask if it is in lowercase. So let's try that one first. Is upper, is lower, and I needed a period right here. Is lower, and here we go again. So it's false. But what if we say, is it now upper? Because we know it is, because we're turning it into upper. And let's run it, and hey, finally it's true. So these functions we can work together is what I'm trying to say. Now, what if we want to know where a specific character is? So what if we want to know what the first letter is? So we still have the same thing. This time we want to, well, I guess we should do the length. Let's do the length of it first. Print the length. Length. Length of phrase. And Mr. Lagarde's having a good time with brackets apparently. Got a little crazy with them. Okay, length of the phrase. And that should actually work. Okay. Okay, so let's now look at if I index and say what's the first character. And strings are weird because they start with 0. So M is 0. So if I put in phrase, what's the first character, and I run it, I get M. And if I put in the 20th character and run it, I see that's an A. So I can tell exactly where something happens. I can also say phrase dot index, and then I can say what I want to index. So for example, Goofy. And I run that, and it tells me where the word Goofy starts. Another one obviously is phrase.replace. And we'll say replace Goofy with cool. Make sure I've got all my brackets correct. Let's see what happens. So now Mr. Lagarde is finally cool. Okay, that's all I want to talk about in this section about functions. So your job is, you'll see a little link below that shows you more functions that you can try out, and I want you to come up with, examples of 10 different text or string functions that you can use, and show me how they work. Okay? And again, when you're all done, you're going to save that as a keynote, so do screen captures. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you soon.